Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report from Monday, February 10th, 2025. Before I jump into all the charts like this one, I want to mention that last week, WickedStocks.com put out two stock picks, one on Qualcomm, the other on AST Satellite Systems. It caters very well to the 3 to 5 week, out to the 3 to 5 month time frame. We always present stock picks that are right on the edge of setting off a significant signal. We're always looking for at least 20% moves, sometimes much more. And you can see it for free by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial, where you'll also get weekly Apple stock, daily Triple Q, daily SPY, etc., etc. So check us out at wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 5-day free trial. So, 2-year channel support was resistance a few months ago before we took it out, anticipating then 506.37. We rallied up toward it, did not test 506.37, backed away, and here we are again, anticipating actually 343.90. This following last Friday's settlement below this channel bottom at 366.75. So holding below 366.75, we should, over the next few days, reach 343.90. So I've reduced 366.75 from a weekly support to just a daily containment level to the upside. Can contain today's highs, and below which this market remains on the defensive, expecting over the next 3 to 5 days, could be over the next day or two, 343.90. 343.90 is the beginning of a narrow range down to 340.80, 340.80 being a longer-term 3/8 Fibonacci from the late 22 low, or is that that's a January 23 low against that more recent high. These are the two extremes that I'm using, 340.80 to 343.90, able to absorb selling not only for the week, but really through the second quarter, because from here we can round back up within 3 to 5 months to 506.37. In this image, I also show you what our next big picture objective would be if we close the week Friday below 340.8. Then I'm expecting another, I'm going to say 2 to 3 months. But, the reality is with present volatility, this could easily be a 3 to 5 week move. That by the end of March, we could see 246.21 if we close below 340.80. So if we close below 340.80, even any day this week, I'm not crazy about staying long the market as we continue into later week. I do think if we close today, for instance, below 340.8, we should see, with that kind of volatility, by the end of the week, this 311.84 descending channel bottom. I don't see this as an area that can contain a long-term low. I do think it can contain a weekly low, 311.84. So if we close below 340.80 today, which I don't expect, but if we did, I'm just letting you know what our next 3 to 5 day target is. It's 311.84. And then if we follow up with a weekly settlement Friday below 340.80, playing the short side, being short, reaching for 250, 260 strike out of the money puts that don't expire for at least, this is a two-month play, I'd say at the longest. It could be as little as 3 to 5 weeks. But if it is 2 months, go 4 months out on your expiration. 250, 260 strike out of the money puts. This longer-term channel bottom can contain selling on a quarterly, possibly annual basis. It is very stair-step. We just take it one step at a time. For right now, though, the low 340s, still a long-term support area. I'm not trying to dilute the importance of it when I talk about these lower price points. These lower price points are mentioned in the context of what if we close below 340.8. I want you to be prepared for that, and that is to say that on an intra-week basis, we could reach 311.84, 3 to 5 day swing traders, and on a 1 to 2 month basis, we should continue south, to the 246.21 formation. I'm talking now to 3 to 5 week, out to 2 to 3 month position traders. But until then, you can bottom pick away in the low 340s. On the way up today, of course, we have 366.75, and on the way down today, I also will mention this former channel top on the weekly chart at 358.41. I just have that as an intraday support level, but it's a very tradable level. I do think you can buy 358.41 and sell 366.75, and vice versa. You can go short at 366.75 and perhaps take some profits, day traders, at 358.41. But if we break 358.41 today, I think there's a very good chance we will wind up testing that 343.90 level, and we're not very far away from it as we speak right now. So 343.90, the beginning of a range down to 340.80 that may well contain selling not only this week, but through the month of March, and yes, even perhaps all the way through the second quarter, because from there we can round up to 506.37 over the following 3 to 5 months. Let's continue with the upside. That in the event we happen to push through, especially if we open above 366.75 today, 379.09 is likely. That could be it for the day. And yes, if we close back above 366.75, that does neutralize our 3 to 5 day sell signal down to 343.90. And with that, I would expect within 3 to 5 days, 400.63. So I'll take you over to the far right here. If we close today above 366.75, I'm expecting 400.63 within 3 to 5 days. If we close today above 379.09, I'm expecting 400.63 probably tomorrow. And we could top out here on a daily basis, possibly fall away into later week from 400.63. At what point do I expect 431.80, this new 1 month channel top? Certainly it says right here, above 400.63, there's a 3 to 5 day rally up to 431.80. But also mention that some variation, I always say, of that 431.80 formation can be anticipated once we actually test, the 340.80. That is the wrong chart. The 343.90, there it is, a 340.80 to 343.90 region. We could see this area, as I've been mentioning now, over the next few days, holding below 366.90. But once we test the low 340 support, then I think you can go long 2 to 3 week swing traders, 3 to 5 week swing traders maybe, up to some variation of 431.80. Now this will be a different number. It'll be a different structure. It'll have a different angle. It'll be more in the 420s, but I think you can anticipate a rounding up from the low 340s into the upper 420s within 2 to 3 to 5 weeks of doing so. And that is kind of your big picture trade. And, finally, and we're a long way from it right now, but if over the coming 2 or 3 weeks we were to close above this 431.80 formation, then we have a 3 to 5 week rally up to 506.37. It's about as simple as that. It's not all that different than what I've been saying now for the last couple of months anyway. But I'll leave you with this image. This is the big picture. Buying the low 340s, day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders, 3 to 5 week swing traders, and 3 to 5 month position traders. And if we close below 340.80, all of the above can reverse and go short. The 3 to 5 week swing trader could then anticipate 246.21, where we could actually bottom out, I think, into summer trade. That'll be a significant zone. On the way down, we're going to have other Fibonacci levels that I'll be pointing out, this old high, etc., around 299, etc., 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 all the way down. But if we close today, last thing I'll say, below 340.80, once again, 311.84 is likely by Friday's close. I'm going to leave it at that for Monday's Daily Tesla Report. Please click like, share, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesdays. You have a great day.